Okay, Kag, where are we?
Why we're wearing helmets?
Well, what happened to our cowboy hats?
I don't know.
We
They're
had-
swapped for these.
We decided we got bored of the cowboy hats.
Yep.
And decided to go for these helmets because they're a becoming colour, aren't they?
They are.
Your favourite colour.
I love red.
And they have little lights on them.
They have.
So that should be a hint as to where we might be investigating tonight. So tonight we're at the
World of Mining.
So tonight we're at the World of Mining Museum, and we're going to go looking for ghosts down in the mine.
We are.
See if there is any here. And we haven't done a mine yet, have we? Not a real mine.
No, we haven't.
I mean, it was a little mine that we've done, but we haven't done a
real mine. That wasn't
a proper big working mine.
No,
so
this is cool.
Yeah. So we'll go and see what we can
And how
find.
long did it take to choose the colour hats?
Yeah, no. I've gone through 3 colours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because white wasn't my colour.
No.
And then there was kind of a World War II-ish looking colour.
Yeah.
Which wasn't quite
But then
me.
you wanted one like mine.
I was a bit annoyed because it didn't come in black.
No.
What mine doesn't
Put
have...
a complaint in that there's no black ones.
What mine doesn't have...
Black helmets.
Black helmets, for goodness sake. So red was the next best one. All right, we're going to go in, see what it's all about, and do some investigating. So we'll catch you in there.
Right now we're at the Orphan Girl Mine Yard where she once operated. The original claim here was in 1875 and we operated all the way up to 1956. And the material we got out of our mine was primarily silver, but we did take lead, zinc, and manganese out of the ground here as well.
All right, so this is a museum, isn't it?
Yes, this is what we call the World Museum of Mining. And the concept of the museum came up in 1963. And at that time, we started bringing in all these buildings that you see. And most of them were old storage buildings, outbuildings on people's properties that we converted to the storefronts you see here today to give you a feelings of a 1890s mining town. And what's kind of funny about it was we originally became a museum in July 18th, 1965. And our town here at that time didn't have a name because they couldn't agree upon a name. So they actually put an essay contest out to the town, and a 12-year-old girl wins the essay contest and names our town Hell Roaring Gulch.
With the ghosts, obviously we're here to look for paranormal and the haunted areas, so to speak. Why would we be here? So what makes people believe that you may have activity here?
We have several artifacts where people have passed away around. One of the areas is on one of our streets here by the Chinese Laundry, and we've actually had reports of people seeing a person walking around in a yellow slicker, which they would use in the mines. We have a firehouse over here, and people said they've heard voices of the firemen in there. So once again, we believe that they're following the artifacts, and the cool thing about where our church is, we have a school there, and we think there's a little boy and girl that plays back and forth in between those two.
And the church has been brought here, so it's an original church?
It's an original church. It came from an area it's called Brown's Gulch, which is about 5 miles from here. And they relocated it here, I believe, in the early 1970s.
Were there any deaths here in this mine that we're going to go down into?
Yes, there were several deaths in the mine. We had deaths actually underground from cave-ins, blasting, a couple deaths in the shaft itself, the way we get in and out of the mines. There's been a time in the engine room, for no reason, someone would just pass out of the blue. We've had another person during one of our tours that had a very heavy heart feeling, and we had to get her out of the building so she would feel better. When underground, we've had actually rocks thrown at us before for no reason.
Okay. So has anybody ever seen anything in the mine or in the engine room?
In the engine room, yes. There's been figures seen in the engine room. We've actually had a report of a person yelling at a person going someplace they weren't supposed to be in the engine room. We call this the engine room, and it's actually one of the last few original buildings to the property. A lot of people call this the main hoist house because of these drums that we'll walk up on. And these drums are very unique to our mine system because we call them opposing force drums because of their operation. So right now you see this cable or rope that runs off the top of this one here. The other one actually would have came out the bottom one over here and went through the lower window. So the way it operated as one's winding in and the other one's unwinding, acting as a counterbalance. So we didn't need really big motors to make our cages go up and down in the mine system.
Oh, so this would lower the people into the mine?
Correct.
Right.
So lower people in the mine and also bring the material back up out
Yep.
of the mine.
Okay.
So then as we come down over here, in this room here that you barely start to see, this was our compressor room. We used compressed air down in our mines when we were drilling our holes with our rock drills. So that way we drill holes, making it able for us to blast. If someone made this mine model, and it kind of shows you the workings of the mine, both above ground and below ground. So when you look at it, the gray structure you see is the same exact thing we showed you earlier, except in Butte, they're all black. So when you operate it, you see this platform over here on the bottom. That's where the hoist operator spends his day. He's the one controlling those hoist drums. The cables go up to the very top of that gallows frame that she took a picture of and go over those two wheels we call shivs. Then they drop down into the mine workings via two different types of cages, the chippy and the skip. With that being said, down at the bottom section is just what mines would look like here in Butte with all the wood cribbing.
Oops. So whereabouts in the mine would we just have been then?
When we were set up, basically we would have been at the lower level that you see there.
Right.
Except slightly over about where you see that one rail car is.
Okay, so we were round about there.
So as we come around the corner again, the way we communicated from the surface to the underground is with what we call mine signals, station bells. And basically what it is it's miners' Morse code. This is the simple set of bells in mining, meaning anything to do with mining, there would be a bell for it. Now miners that were experienced here in the Butte mines, they would ring these bells so fast it would sound like one constant sound. So it was very important not to speak to the individual here, the actual hoist operator, because if he misses a bell by one, the miner wouldn't be happy.
All right.
So now the miners come up with an unofficial set of bells in mining. And these are actually in swear words that would get passed back and forth between the hoist operator and the miner. Now, how the hoist operator knew the depth of his cages is we have these two dials up on the top here. So as the cages are going down, the different levels, like you see 1, 3, 5, that tells you 100, 200, 300, and then once it goes all the way around, it starts at 1,000 and so on. As the cage drops down, the shaft station tender would actually buzz the bell to let the hoist operator know the cage is getting close to slow down and give the final signal to say, hey, stop. Mm-hmm. And then other than that, we just have our different displays in here, like our dynamite display. Mm-hmm. And then right behind you or to your side are different type of mine lights we're using. Most of these that you see on the lower display here are what we call carbide lamps. So basically, it's a rock called carbide mixed with water. It produces acetylene gas. So you'd have like a little mini blowtorch on top of your head. Then you also have our candlestick holders or our rock picks, followed up with different type of lanterns that we're trying to figure out to use in the mine system.
So wouldn't it be dangerous down there having your own little
Actually,
flame?
one of those lights may be popular too, but not in a good way.
Oh.
The worst hard rock mining accident in North America, the Speculator Mine Fire, June 8, 1917. 167 to 169 people lose their life because of one of these lamps.
It was the lamp
that started that fire.
Wow.
And what caught on fire is we're lowering down a new power cable into the mine system. And our old-fashioned power cables is copper core wrapped in paper pretty much soaked in oil. And then a thin sheet of lead around that to protect it. Around 2,200 feet below the surface, they actually got caught up and it separated that lead, exposing the paper. Around 11 o'clock at night, 2 mine foremen and a couple workers went down to try to figure out how we're going to get this back up and out, but they got too close to that paper with their carbide lamp and started that fire.
Ooh.
That day, 410 people actually reported to work. 247 people made it out of the mine system. 161 did not. Miners actually didn't burn to death because they knew this fire was coming, so they barricaded themselves in the dead-end mine workings, drifts, and they do such a good job of sealing them off to keep all the bad out. They forgot about one good thing that needs to reach them: breathable air.
No.
So they ended up suffocating.
Oh, what a horrible way. Yeah.
And then
Because they were taken to the St. James, weren't they? Somehow.
at that time, they were brought up and taken to Mr. Dugan, our local mortician in town. The surviving miners, yes, they were taken to St. James Hospital.
Yeah.
Then another thing right behind me up against this wall is different type of equipment we're using to drill. Originally, when we walk over there, we have a whiteboard over there. That whiteboard has what we call hand tool still drilling. So those flat bars we call tool stills. The hammers we would call a jack. The difference between a single jack and a double jack is one person or two people doing the operation. So when we drilled those holes, we'd actually hold the tool stills in the direction we want to drill. We'd hit it, quarter turn, hit, quarter turn until we get the depth of hole we want. Reason why we quarter turn it is to prevent that tool still from sticking. Then with electricity, we get air compressors, and that's what takes us into these drills here. We call them rock drills. They're a rotary hammer, so they spin and hit like a jackhammer at the same time. Now, the early models of the drills of these are actually responsible for a lot of miners' deaths, but we didn't count them as a miner fatality because we didn't think these were causing the issues. The issue was called silicosis, also referred to as miner's consumption, black lung disease. And that's basically taking glass and putting it inside your lungs. Glass is sharp edged, so once you breathe it in, it doesn't come back out. And eventually it does enough damage, and then you lose the miner.
Wow.
Things are seen in here and heard in here. I've actually had a couple experiences to where I'm running tours, to where someone has passed out on me right over here.
Right.
And then another tour, within the same week, I got the group around this corner, and the lady got very heavy-hearted, and we had to get her outside of the building.
Okay.
We've had another tour guide, Tony, actually heard someone yelling when there was no one else in there. There was a person in here climbing over the rails to go into the hoist area, and heard someone yell, "Get out," and there was no one else in here.
Wow.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
The sun goes down.
Sun will
Come out tomorrow. Bet
Oh,
your
he's gonna
bottom
fit in well.
dollar that tomorrow there'll be.
We tend to break out into song. It's good to
I
see.
don't know who really started that.
It was you that started it.
Oh my god.
Wow, look at this. How cool is this?
No, it's not.
It is.
We're gonna walk back up here.
Yeah.
What the freak? Oh my god.
Okay, so right now on this map, even though it's weather worn, it shows us the orphan girl vein. So we're going to start off here tonight, and we're going to walk down, and we're going to make a big circle that end up 100 feet below the surface, below that gallows frame I was showing you earlier. Now when you look here, our mine actually goes down approximately another 2,600 feet. But we actually call it the 3,200 level because that's where we hook up to the deepest mine here in Butte. So our mine technically is 2,731 feet deep. Why we don't get to go down any deeper today is because of all this blue stuff that we refer to as water. Now on the next map, this is a map of Butte and all the underground workings below us. All these lines indicate roughly over 10,000 miles of underground workings below Butte. The different colors actually will indicate the different depths of those workings here in Butte. Another unique thing to Butte is something we call the Berkeley Pit. The Berkeley Pit is a big hole in the ground, obviously, that we started digging in 1952. And by the time we were done in 1982, it was 1,780 feet deep, a mile high, a mile long, and a mile wide. And it has a bunch of contaminated water in it from a byproduct mining copper, because copper, when air hits it, you get a chemical reaction producing acid water. So that's what's actually sitting in the pit today.
So we're safe.
You're 100% safe.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear, isn't it, Ken?
Well, I can tell you it's 100% creepy.
It is, and we haven't even got down there yet.
No, not overly keen on tunnels, but I'll do it.
I got to say, you usually just go forging ahead,
I don't like tunnels.
don't you?
No.
That's good because we're in a mine.
Exactly.
Tunnels
And you didn't know there was going to be a tunnel
No.
in a mine.
Oh gosh.
We got to show off Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he looks nice.
He's
And
lovely.
oh, we
You
need to
guys
get a
know what
selfie
Tommy
with
knocker
him.
is?
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
yes.
And this is someone's version of what a Tommy knocker would look
Oh
like.
wow.
So he's been with us underground probably for about 5-6 years now.
Have you had any reports of
Knocking
Tommy knockers in here?
Yes,
You have.
we've had reports of that.
Of Tommy knockers?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So what sort of reports? Has anybody given any?
We've actually had right over here to where some of the siding was coming down on its own.
Right.
And that's part of the rumors of what Tommy knockers would do to give you warnings if something's happening.
Yeah.
Other areas we've heard it from down at this level. We've heard actually rocks and debris coming down the mine workings, and there was actually a loose board in our shaft that we had to repair.
Right.
And we would have never known about it unless those
They
noises.
hadn't- Oh wow.
Now, another key thing in our mine right here.
Yep.
This is actually what we're really looking for down here. All this
All
bluish
right.
colored looking rock
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah.
That's our galena vein, our lead ore that contains
Oh, okay.
silver in it.
Oh wow.
And then we have the pink streak coming through it.
Yeah.
That is our rhodochrosite. And when we process that, that's where we got manganese from to as a hardener in steel. Yeah.
Okay. So what's it do?
Basically, it's a rotary hammer, so it spins and hits like a jackhammer at the same time.
Yeah.
Moving over here.
Well, that's good because it's like a trigger thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so basically someone would stand to the side.
Yeah.
This is your auger to screw it in to put the drill bit in.
Right.
And then when it runs, this is what it sounds like.
Wow.
Far out.
That's loud.
That is loud.
You feel the vibration?
That's cool though. Yeah.
Just think how your hands feel at the end of the day after operating one of those.
Yeah. You can imagine what sort of things you would have wrong with you after years of using that.
Being a miner is a hard way of life. So this is the actual 100-foot shaft station.
Cool.
The original entrance into the, I shouldn't say the original one, the main entrance to the mine once we put in our gallows frame.
Yeah.
So watch your step when you step
Yeah.
into here.
It's nice being little, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now check this out. This is what we refer to when you look here.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Salt damp.
We refer to these as our ghost hands because you can see the thumb
Okay.
and the index fingers coming out.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
And then same thing right down
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Look how small this one is.
Oh.
So
That's
do
really
you
cool.
actually make those or
Do we what?
do you put them on?
No,
your hand?
those
They
have
just
been
appear
here
like that.
Yeah, they've been here like that forever.
Oh wow.
It's actually a water tank that holds 10,000 gallons of water.
Doesn't look big enough, does it?
We've actually measured it out, and it
Yeah,
does.
Wow.
Wow. That's
And we
cool.
have so much
cool.
water down here because we use water to keep dust down in the
Yeah.
mines when we're drilling
Yeah.
to prevent something we call silicosis, which is basically pieces of glass in your lungs that's
Oh.
not good.
Yeah.
And then we use it for drinking water, potable water.
Yeah.
But one of the main purposes is fire retention. If we ever had a fire, to stop it.
Yeah. Wow. That's cool. Could be Tommy knocker hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see? Keg.
What's that? Tommy knocker hands.
Tommy knocker hands.
Has Tommy been down here playing? This place is so cool.
It is.
Now, there's no electronic interference down here. You
Right.
don't get any radio signals or any of that stuff. So
This is why you wear a helmet.
Yep. Anything that happens is natural.
All right. Cool.
Lantern. We thought it's a nice. What we like about this, it's a shape that they would recognise, isn't it? Should I put that on that step down
That
here?
reminds me of Ring Around the Rosies.
Yep. So I'll just stick that here then.
Yeah.
It's alright, I'll sort the puddles out. You just stand there.
I'm just standing there. In my head, I'm formulating where cameras are going to go.
That's okay, it's all good.
I reckon we stand here. All good. Can you see?
Yeah, I'll just have to be careful that I don't do this much.
I was going to let you lead because you are a miner's daughter. So.
What do you want to go and stand here?
And I'll do the next bit.
Okay.
So you can lead this one. Says me, he'll probably take over in a minute.
You probably will do because you do it every single time. You watch this. You watch this. You do this. You lead this one. You lead this one. And then she'll go, what about we're doing this? What about doing that? Okay, shall we start?
I've got a good idea.
I've got a good idea. Let's do.
All right.
What if?
What if? Yeah, it's on you.
All right, so if there's anybody here tonight, we don't wish you any harm, we don't wish you any disrespect. We just want to talk to you if we possibly can. My name is Cag, and I know it's a really silly name. I've got my friend here, Alison, and then you know Michael, obviously. We would love it if you could let us know if you're here tonight, if you could either light up one of these lights, they won't hurt you in any way, or if you can make a noise to let us know that you're around.
I'll just make note that tap was water dripping behind me. Excuse me.
Are you going to stand still at some point?
I am.
This is the problem when you work with somebody with ADHD.
Just that it was blinding this camera, so I've just moved it. It still is. That made no difference whatsoever.
Nobody wants to talk to us? All you have to do is light up a light and make a noise. If there's any miners here, we'd love to talk to you. My dad was a miner back in England. He was a coal miner. And my granddad was as well. He didn't like it. He didn't enjoy what he did because it's hard work, isn't it? He took early retirement so he could spend the rest of his life in the sun.
So would miners have come from Cornwall and England and...
Yes, people came from all over the world to work in the mines here.
Right.
The primary people down in the mines were from, Cornish, Ireland. Is our primary workers down here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, those that came here from Cornwall, if you're here, we're originally from England. So I'm from Nottinghamshire, which I know is quite away from Cornwall, but I have been to Cornwall before. Anybody from Ireland? We love Ireland, don't we, Alison?
Yeah, we do. That's my stomach tag. So all you got to do is light a light up just to let us know you're here. If you're from Ireland.
I love that sound of that water drop, the water dripping into that plop sound. It's really cool. Should we do an EVP best, Alison?
Shall we, Cag?
Shall we, Alison?
Shall we?
Okay.
Oh, you're leading it.
So there's a little light on there. If you don't mind talking into that for me, we'd be really, really grateful. Okay? All right, so if there's anybody here, we've told you our names. Would you be kind enough to tell us your name, please?
So would you get like a misty stuff down here? Would be with the humidity, would it? Or
We get the humidity down here, yes.
okay, I just had a
But you're also getting a little bit of the cool feeling coming through here.
Yeah.
The temperature drop.
so that would cause like a mist.
That would cause like a
Moving
mist.
across the
A lot of people
lens.
say that's actually when the coolness comes in like this, it will come and go. And
Right.
a lot of people said that they believe that's the spirits coming and going.
Okay.
Okay, Michael, do you have a question you'd like to ask Anne? I'm taking just
Well,
Hey,
I've now
guys.
chatted all the way through the.
yeah.
How's she going? Remember back when we had the wedding down here, and Tony got married down here? You remember when he asked permission? Tony does miss you guys. He's hoping to come back and work. Would that be okay?
Ooh! Oh my goodness!
Thank you.
Thank you.
How cool was that?
How cool was that on command?
Am I in the way? Can you get it all right?
Yeah, I've got the light on it.
Would you mind just for a moment just stepping back from it for me, please? Can you step back away from the music box? Just for now for me. If you wouldn't mind. Right, we're going to
Does that mean you really like music down here? Did you like it when we did our concerts down here? Do you miss that?
Shall I reset it?
Just reset it. I find it very curious it started at that moment,
Yeah, that precise moment.
that precise moment, and I think it's. Just make sure it's not glitching out.
No.
Glitching out or not, it was very, very
Well, it hadn't
interesting.
gone off before that, had
No.
it? That's the thing.
It was very interesting timing on
Yeah.
that.
Right, Alison, your question.
That's me going. So, was that you trying to give an answer? Can you maybe give an answer also on the box? The orange light?
It's okay to play with any of these lights if you want to.
Interesting, I've only had that mist go across once.
Okay.
Hasn't happened since. Gonna listen back?
Yeah.
Or what do you think?
No, it's okay, Alison. I'll just.
Because you're leading. Not for me to.
It's not for you to say,
No.
but you'll say. It's all good.
Put it there.
So this little light on there. If you don't mind talking into that for me, we'd be really, really grateful. Okay.
Tony does miss you guys. He's hoping to come back and work. Would that be okay?
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How cool was that?
How cool was that on command?
Does that mean you really like music down here? Did you like it when we did our concerts down here?
Can you just
Did you miss
rewind that back to when he asks that question?
I think it was me.
Like music down here?
Is it?
Does that mean you really like music down
It
here?
was before that.
What's that? For me? If you wouldn't mind.
Then Michael talks.
Does that mean you really like music down here?
No, I think it's a trick.
Yeah.
Does that mean you really like music down here?
What have we done?
I don't know. Probably wipe the whole file. Delete.
Press. Oh, stop. It's all right.
It's okay to play with any of these lights if you want to. It's okay to play with any of these lights if you want to. It sounds like there's a movement. It's okay to play with any of these lights if you want to. To me, it sounds like there's a movement in there.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd have to look back on the camera and see
It's
if we
okay
did
to-
move.
It's okay to play with any of these lights if you want to.
No, it's okay, Elsa. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a natural sound down here.
Operation problem.
All right. I've got to ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Wedding?
A wedding.
Yeah, what was that about?
The couple actually, they worked for the museum. Tony was a tour guide. Kate, his fiance at that time, worked up at the gift shop. But they are both teachers here locally, and that's how they met. But worked with us in the off season. So they asked if they could have a wedding down here, and part of that was asking permission from the spirits down here whether they could have it or not. And that time when they asked, everyone got a really chilled feeling down here. And then after that, it warmed back up.
Oh.
Wow. And of course, you bring it up again and the music box goes off. Right on cue,
That's brilliant, isn't it?
isn't it?
All right, so what shall we do next?
You're leading. I don't want to interfere, Kag. Because if I interfere,
The number one
You'll
area
reach it.
usually with the ramparts that would go off used to be right here,
Yeah.
right in the center.
Mm-hmm.
But we're standing right where we used to set up.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's why I said it's a little bit different this time around.
No, that's fine.
But at the
I
end
mean,
of
I
the
think
day, it
we've-
doesn't matter on the spot because even if you put it there or here,
It was
you're
always,
still going to have the same.
we play with them, believe it or not,
Yeah.
down here. We put them about 3 feet apart in the general area.
Yep.
And they always went to the same one.
Oh, okay.
And then we would mix it up and put a different one there.
Yep.
It was always that same location.
Well, let me just turn the ghost box on and just see what it sounds like. I reckon that's why
I've got the speaker.
I
Is
see it. Have you?
that what I speak? See,
Oh, I
it's
was
not
just
coming
going
up
to
with
put the
anything.
headphones in quickly and just see what it sounds like. Mind you, we can't do headphones, can we? Because the music got to take hat off.
Well, you can stick it underneath you. Stick it.
Just go underneath your chin with them.
Yeah. Oh, we are getting something
yeah.
out of it. Alright, in which case. And the fact that we're down here, I shouldn't be receiving
No,
radio stations, should we?
no.
I'll wait for a second and then I'll put it back on. Do we?
Come here. Donkey.
Still needs more. Alright, I'll just hold it on there.
Thank you. If there's anybody here tonight, can you tell me how many people down here? How many living people down here? Can you tell me how many living people?
I thought that said minor something.
Okay.
Minor hat or something like that.
Probably because she's
Is Anthony down here tonight? Or Bill?
He was.
Is he still down here with us today? Is Carlos around?
Manhattan. Are you concerned about Alison's helmet? She's got it on, it's all good. It's all safe. Hurry!
Where do we need to go?
Is there a problem that has to be dealt with? Something threat. What's the threat? If there's a problem, you need to tell us.
Did we need to leave?
Something about a hat again. They've got a bit of a concern about the hat, haven't they?
Yes.
Can you tell us what your name is, please? If there's anybody here, there's a lady down there, she's got some funny things on her ears. If you go up to her, can you just gently pull her hair for me, please? She's very precious about her hair. Just gently pull her hair and let her know that you're there. Think you can do that? Let her know that you're around. Okay, don't you want to talk to us anymore? I can understand that. We've come a long way to see you. We've come all the way from a place called Australia.
It seems to have stopped.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they're concerned about her hat. You know, it's kept coming up with it a lot.
We're getting different answers tonight. I don't think I recall them bringing up the hat before.
But she hasn't got hers secured properly. And I'm wondering whether that is a problem. Do you know what I think what the problem was, Alison? Oh, you can't hear me.
No, it seemed to stop. Ta.
Yeah, do you know what I think the problem was?
What?
You didn't have your hat on properly. That's
No,
what they
no,
kept...
it's holding it on.
I know,
It kept going on about hat.
you did.
Minus hat. I couldn't hear it properly.
Yeah. And I think it's... I don't think they were happy. That's
And
all you can get. Well, that's all we were getting, wasn't it? It was hat.
And threat. But that was it. Ta.
Threat is not an unusual one. We've actually been told to get out before down
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Because we really shouldn't be here, should we? If they're working.
Yeah.
Oh, well, back in the day, originally, women weren't welcome.
Oh,
in
that's
mine.
true,
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah. A lot of it, yeah. I'd say it was for a while. There was other... And the fact that we're down here, we shouldn't be getting too much radio
No.
coming through.
You shouldn't get any radio coming through.
No.
No. So that's kind of interesting in itself. Down here there wouldn't be any reception.
There's no reception down here.
Right, so radio shouldn't be coming through. Yeah, it was interesting because then all the voices seemed to peter out. It was just, now I was listening to just noise.
Yeah, it just, like you said, just shut down.
Yeah.
That was
So,
interesting.
yeah.
That was good.
All right, we're going to go in a minute. We're going to move on. you got anything left to say? Or if you want us to stay, then all you have to do is light a light up. Make a sound.
You have got my ghost box swinging on the end of the cable there. Could you not have it swinging over? Thank you, Michael. Seriously. It's a good job you're here. If I did that with the ghost box, your hell would break loose. Did you have an annoying co-worker? Mine's the boss.
Did
Did you have an annoying boss like me? If you did, can you light the lights up, please? If your boss was really annoying. I'm surprised all the lights did go off.
Maybe they had a good boss like you do. All right, we're going to pack up now. Thank you for what you have done, though.
Yeah, thank you. Much appreciated.
Sorry I wasn't wearing my hat properly. It's on now.
It is.
So what's down that way? Oh, no,
That goes to the other mine called the Orphan Boy that's owned by Montana Tech.
Okay.
And there's actually a gate up around the corner.
Okay, so you can't. So that's something we've not asked. Why was it called the Orphan Girl?
The Orphan Girl and Orphan Boy mine, the reason why we were named is because our claim date and location. Our claim date, 1875. At that time, we sat roughly about 2 miles away from everybody. They called it the outer camps. We sat by ourselves, and they considered us to be an orphan.
Right.
So they called us the Orphan Girl.
Okay. And then they opened up the Orphan Boy.
And then the Orphan Boy just being our sibling. Correct.
Cool. We'll get infrared creepy picture of that now.
Yeah. You really like it, don't you?
I do. I'm fascinated by the Tommy knockers.
Why are you going backwards?
I'm filming you. It's a nice shot. Apart from your very bright light on your head. Plus it works out other muscles going backwards uphill.
It's a nice archway, this, isn't it?
Alright, so I think I know what that. It's that. So now we know what that mist was.
Yeah, but nobody moved.
It's kind of hard to have that mist when we're standing in mud.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, we're down there in mud.
Hey?
We didn't have that stone down there. It was mud. It was all wet.
Yeah, I suppose.
It wasn't dusty down there at all.
Yeah.
The slightest.
I like the thought, but I can bust that theory up.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do this last bit.
Okay. Let's do this.
We all need to go to confession?
So, Kay, what just happened? Now I wasn't recording.
Okay, so we were talking about going into the confession box and maybe doing a bit
Doing
of
some
role
role playing, yeah.
and do a confession. We were laughing because, as Michael said, we haven't got that long. The amount of confessions we'd have to give. And then the REM pod went off.
It did. And
With
we
no
missed
camera
it.
on it.
Because
Yeah.
they hadn't turned the cameras on.
No,
So the REM pod right by the confession box.
went off.
So do you think we should go and confess? Oh, thank you. Got it that time. All right, well, I think that's a hit. I can go and do
you.
that. Do you think that I need to confess?
Maybe I need to confess after being in the brothel with blue hair.
Oh, maybe. You were the lady of the night,
I was.
after all.
I played the role of a lady of the night with blue hair and got rejected because of my blue hair.
Who do you think should confess? My name's Alison, by the way. I didn't introduce myself. Do you think I should go and confess?
And my name's Cad. Do you think I should confess?
Or maybe Michael isn't telling us everything. Maybe Michael should be in there confessing. Or not. So, even though we had a response about going in and role playing and doing the confession stuff like that, obviously somebody feels like we should be confessing. We're not going to do it because we just want to be respectful to other people's religion, and we don't want to be kind of messing with that. So despite the fact that the equipment does seem to think that we're well overdue for any sort of confession, we're going to leave it alone and we're just going to investigate. So that's not a camera.
No, just get your freaking camera woman. Oh my goodness gracious.
I picked up the wrong.
Me.
Just do your job, will you?
This is how my staff talk to me.
You got one job. What job?
Talk about boss abuse. Jesus.
One job.
Oops,
all
that's
you
the
got.
wrong thing to
That's the
say
wrong
here,
thing to
isn't
say
it?
here. Didn't say that. Okay, so is anybody in this church with us that would like to talk to us? Oh, what was that one?
20.
20.
20 people.
Okay, maybe it's a
Big
whole
crowd.
congregation. If you want to talk to us, or just let us know that you...
Bite.
Oh, I don't want you to bite. If you want to talk to us or let us know that you're here, all you have to do is light up one of the lights so they won't hurt you, or make a noise so we know that you're here tonight. All you have to do might look very, probably witchcraft really. So if you're here, if you could just try really hard to let us know that you're around. We're here if there's a child in here. We'd love to get in contact with you, so if you're here tonight, please don't be frightened, we're not here to hurt you. We just want to talk to you. In fact, I'm going to play some games with you in a bit. Will that be fun?
We're not here to be disrespectful.
Please go.
Oh, okay.
So you don't want us in here doing this?
Well, we just love to talk to you, and it probably seems very disrespectful with being in here. We don't mean to be in the slightest. We just want to talk to you if we possibly can.
We can sing some songs if you like. Do you remember any hymns?
All Things Bright and Beautiful. Can you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Should we sing that one? for a
Let's.
change? Okay. Right.
You can start.
After three. 1, 2, 3.
All things bright and beautiful. Oh,
Oh no.
disrespectful. Could that be because we're not of the Catholic faith? If this was a Catholic church, which I'm only guessing it is because of the confession boxes, and there was something else.
The fact it says on the thing that this is a Catholic church.
And does it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what we were talking about earlier. It says on there that it's a Catholic church. It was a bit of a hint there, wasn't it, Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. It's like a bit of a hint when it says this was a Catholic church that was moved. See what they're going to put up with?
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. It's all too low for me, it needs to be higher.
Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made the glowing colours, He made their tiny wings. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Now I hope that wasn't disrespectful.
We used to sing that at school.
We did.
Always made to sing hymns first thing.
Even though they weren't religious schools.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you like that song? If you did, can you light a light up for me, please? Just to let us know if you enjoyed it or not. Just one light. That's all we're asking for.
And it's funny, since we stopped talking about the confession, that hasn't gone off since.
No. Weird, no.
Yeah.
Should we do any EVP first?
I don't know, shall we, Kag?
Let's.
You're,
Oh, no, it's behind you,
you're
sorry.
in charge.
Yeah, I long for. Alright, if you could talk into there for me, I'd be really, really grateful. It's me moving. So my question is, can you tell me how many living people are in this church, please? How many living people are here?
Please stop.
Oh,
Oh,
can we just finish a little bit? That sounds like a child. Kag's going to come and play with you soon.
okay, Alison, have you got a question?
And are we all right staying just for a little bit? Michael,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have a,
What do you have
do you have a question?
Is the family in here tonight? Would you rather be outside playing?
Kag can't wait to play with you. Have you got any games you used to like to play? Whoa, hello.
Probably go.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that.
The car pulling up. Ooh, getting brighter.
Can you move away from it for me, please? Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you for that. I've just
I'm
stopped it.
trying.
Oh, did that say I'm trying?
Oh,
Yes, it did.
bless.
Oh my goodness.
You
Oh,
can play with
thank
it
you.
if you want to now. If you want to play with it, you can do.
Yeah, Kag
Play with it.
just needed to know that it was you,
And it wasn't the light playing up.
and the fact that you've stopped now we've asked. Thank you.
Thank
Now you can
you.
play with it.
How much fun is that?
Protect.
Who do we need to protect?
I'm just going to stop this voice recording.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We got so tied up with. Is that fun? Thank you. What about the other lights over here? Would you like to play with some of these ones?
Well, that's impressive, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. The best sign we had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timing on all of it was great. Right?
Yeah.
You sorted it?
No.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, won't be long.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
You're welcome.
So my question is, can you tell me how many living people are in this church, please? How many living people are here?
Please stop.
Oh, it's just sad.
You just sound like a child, doesn't it?
Can we just finish a little bit? That sounds like a child. Kag's going to come and play with you soon.
Okay, also, you've got a question? That's rude.
Bored.
We've got any of the congregation here tonight with us. We'd love to know if you're around.
Oh,
What happened?
what happened?
Rather be outside playing.
You're getting impatient. Kag can't wait to play with you. You got any games you used to like to play? Oh, hello.
It's going up in both sides.
Yeah. Funny how it goes off at the same point that this is going off.
Okay, thank you for that.
Justin.
Justin.
Justin, is that your name? It's almost at an identical point
Yeah.
that it's gone off again.
Can you move away from it for me, please? Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you for that.
I'm trying.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, bless. You can play with it if you want to now. If you want to play with it, you can do it.
Yeah, Gail just needed to know that it was you, and it wasn't the light playing up, and the fact that you stopped now you have. Thank you. Play with it.
How much fun is that?
Protect.
It's like in stereo.
Yeah.
Who do we need to protect?
I want to come.
Stop this one.
Oh yeah, we've got some time.
Step back. Well, that was interesting. Nothing on there, but
Notice how you stopped
yeah, that's
and that stopped.
yeah.
And now a speaker and a voice record at this distance. But it doesn't affect it anyway.
Is Justin the one playing with the lights back there?
Sounds like somebody's impatient for you to
Play
play
games.
games.
All right. Well, I'm going to sit down
That's
here.
why
and
they're
play
bored,
games.
because
Are you waiting? If I get myself positioned, do you want to put the cameras wherever you want them then?
yeah.
I want to be on the floor.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'll have that
That's
camera.
how long it's going to take me to get back up.
Let's see how far back I can
We have
go.
blankets.
I need to be standing where that can get me here.
Yeah, no, I'm standing with you, is that all right? All right, out.
Do you want us to leave? Is that what you want?
We're here.
Oh, God, are you good? Is that the family? Are the family here with me?
Roof.
Here.
Can you tell me what this animal is, please? And you can play with it if you want to. Oh, there's a picture. Oh, it's a long room with lots of windows. Not dissimilar to this one, really, is it? Okay. Alright, you want to do that one? How about these? Do you want to play Skittles? Should we have a game of Skittles? Do you want to have a go? I'll go first and then you can go afterwards. Are you ready? Can you tell me how many pins I've knocked down, please? How many of these have I knocked down? Can you see how many I've got in my hand? How many have I got?
They left.
Oh, well, the family left. That's not good.
43.
No, that's a bit much.
2. Out. Or out 2 was it?
Okay. Are you ready? Oh, no, that was silly. We do that one thing. Again, I've only. Oh, no, lost it. Oh, it's alright, I'll do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you see how many I've knocked over? How many have I knocked over? Can you tell me?
6.
No, there should be 6, but there's not. Too late.
Guy
Alright,
is injured.
a guy's injured. That's not good. What happened to him? What happened? Did you used to play this one? We called them jacks. Is that what
You were dead.
Okay.
In a circle.
I am in a circle. I am. I'm trying to play games with you. Do you want to play these ones? I think you do something like this. You have to throw them up in the air and then catch them on the back of your hand and see how many you've caught. Okay, so I'm going to hold them up.
Joker.
How many did I catch? Can you tell me? many did I catch?
8.
No, didn't catch 8. How many did I catch? Can you tell me? You don't know how many I've caught? Let's try that one again. Got in my hand, throw them up. Oh, caught a few more this time. 1, 2,
Hi.
3, hi, 4, 5. I've caught 5. Can you let Alison know how many I've caught this time, please? Can you tell her I've caught 5? Thank you. That is really cool. Thank you for that. I did catch 5.
Penny.
Did you used to play cards? I'm going to hold up. I'm not going to play cards because I'm in a religious place. But I'm
Are you
going to.
serious?
Yeah, because
Pretty.
that would be disrespectful.
Why is she here?
We're looking to lose some weight.
Yes, we are looking to lose some weight. How did you
So when
know?
they're talking about us, okay?
I'm just going to hold a card up for you. If there's anybody here, can you tell me what the number is on that card? And the number, the colour, or the suit?
In there.
Okay. Can you tell me the number, the colour, or the suit? So I'm going to play cards because that would be disrespectful. But I will hold a card up for you to tell me what it is. See if you can do that.
Crashed.
Can you tell me, is it black or red? Oh, picture. Oh, that looks like the confession box. There's 2 people, but there's a wall between them. That's pretty cool.
I need to go.
Oh dear. Well, we will be going. Thank you for having us, though.
Why use that?
Use what? What weren't you happy about?
You're in a spot on your own.
I am. I'm in a spot by myself. Yes, I am. I just wanted to talk to anybody that was here.
Bored.
Okay. I can tell you don't want to play with us, which is fine. I'm not going to force you into it. I'll put my things away then when I'm talking to you. I just want to say thank you, if that was you though, that did talk to us or play with lost the balls almost. That played with earlier.
Women. Where?
Can you just tell me how many people are in this building? Can you tell me? Oh,
No.
REM pod's going off again. Thank you for that. Thank you for
They'll
that.
help you. Hour.
Show yourself.
Show yourself. We're right here.
You don't want to talk to us anymore? Have you had enough of us
Is that
now?
anything?
Not really.
Not really. Cool.
The REM pod went off again though.
Did it?
Yeah.
I'm hallucinating. So we should have enough there for an episode, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I think it should be.
Closer.
Where would you like us to
Oh
come?
yeah, look, it's that picture. Do you think it looks like a confession box?
Oh.
That's. Yeah.
Very much so. Has that got a double roll in there? Can you just put a torch on that?
Oh, sorry?
Well, I'm looking at the wood on there. That's just a single roll.
Yeah.
But
It's not going to give you the exact, is it? But-
well, no, it's a representation.
Yeah.
It's not a photograph. That's pretty cool. All right, Keg.
Yes.
That is the end of our investigation.
Yeah, at the World Museum of Mining.
Yeah, and what a great place.
It is.
And even if you can come during the day, even if you're not into the ghosts, or come during the day, because it's yeah,
It's really
Wonderful.
cool. It's a great place.
especially going down in the mine.
Yeah, I know.
How many times do you get to go down that far? into the
Yeah,
mine?
that's really cool.
Really exercised our legs, didn't it?
We did.
Did our steps. But it's been interesting. Nothing dramatic, but enough curious stuff that
That's what we like, the curious things as well, isn't it?
we'll review back on. But really, really enjoyed this one. I'd like to thank Michael. They're here.
Yeah.
It's like a
He's
horror
here as
movie.
well.
Like a
He's
horror
here.
movie. They're here. So we'd like to thank Michael for being our host tonight. He's been amazing, hasn't he?
He has. And we haven't broken either.
No,
which is
he's
very
actually still
unusual.
standing behind the
He
camera
is.
here, but
That's very
he's joined in and kept up with us, and we haven't broken
I
him.
don't know.
We normally do.
Mm.
And also to the
World Museum Mining.
for actually allowing us to come. And I looked at Kag because at the moment my brain is so sleep deprived, and it's more than one word. So.
Can't cope with that.
No.
It's a shame.
So definitely, if you're here in Butte, in Montana, definitely call in and come and visit the place. It is awesome. So with that, we are going to go and get some sleep. We have one investigation left before we leave America. So you'll see that one, no doubt, when I get it edited.
Yeah.
Right. Bye. And here's the
Go on then.
Paranormal Quest way.
Go on then.